you are living a mediocre life, bro. You're watching anime, you're watching, YouTube videos that don't really matter you. You're playing games with your friends who are losers just like you. You're doing many unnecessary things which provide nothing to humanity, which are of no service to anybody. How pathetic is that, man? How pathetic are you living that life, bro? I think one of the many things that we need to take from Stoicism is the question that Marcus Aurelius asks himself every day. And that is this necessary? I think if we ask ourselves that question 5 times a day, every day, I think we will live a very, very productive and very, very meaningful life. Because much of the stuff that you do on a day-to-day basis doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. You're doing the same kind of crap every day that gets you nowhere. You're talking about the things that don't matter to you, that don't even have any value. You're talking about your friends, you're talking about that celebrity or that event or what happened over there or what happens in somewhere else. That you're not only focused on not yourself, but not only you're not focused on your future, on who you're becoming. How absolutely meaningless is that? I'm actually very caring for you, I'm actually really worried about you. And I'm actually worried about myself and the whole society in general. Like, how are we going to be like this? And then we have dreams like, oh, I want to be like this, or I want to be like this. Really? Really, you think like you can be that kind of guy with these kinds of habits? You really think you can, pursue your ideal version just by, just thinking about it, or it's just gonna happen, or you're gonna stumble it on it one day? Oh, you're just gonna wake up from your sleep and be like, oh, look at that, I become a millionaire. It's not gonna happen like that, for sure, unless you win some lottery tickets, which doesn't really happen to you, does it? So why are you living a life that gets you nowhere? That makes you depressed, that makes you sad, that makes you negative and pessimistic? What good does it do to you to do unnecessary stuff every day that gets you nowhere? You're watching content, you're listening to things, you're doing things that don't even matter at the end of the day. You're doing things that you're compelled to do even when you don't like them. Just check your feed, bro. Like, of the 5 hours that you watch YouTube every day, how many hours was it that was actually helpful to you? How much time did you actually spend learning? I don't think that's a lot. What are you doing with your life, bro? I don't think that's something that you should be working out for. You don't have a goal for yourself in the future, and you just squander the opportunities that come after you and after you and after you, and you take no advantage of them. Mediocrity is a disease that plagues us, and the worst part about it is that we don't even know about it. We don't even know that it's plaguing us every day, that it's robbing us of our greatness. Why are you like this, bro? Why do you think that being mediocre is a good thing? And every time, like even when I actually think about, doing the next big thing, achieving my goals, going after my dream self, going after my future self, I get this kinds of thoughts where I'm like, oh, you're doing too much, you're sacrificing too much. Oh, why can't you just take a time off? Oh, why can't you just be, like other people who are, just chilling out and taking their life easy? Well, you gotta be so serious, man. And I'm like, I have to take this seriously, bro. You could have been born as anything. A mouse, a someone. But you were born as a human being. You were given the greatest chance. You know how hard it is to be a human being? Out of the 400 trillion or gazillion chances that it took you to become a human being that you are right now. And you're gonna squander that opportunity for something less than ideal? Something less than meaningful? Now explain me that. Now I tell your brains to explain that to you. How ludicrous is that, man? Every day, every minute, We lose our chance to become the next best version of ourselves, and yet we complain, oh, why don't I have that already? Oh, why am I not the best version of myself already? Oh, why don't I have the kind of dream body that I've always dreamed of? Really? And one of the worst things I think about the whole ordeal about mediocrity is that you don't even do anything to move towards that, to move towards the thing, to move towards your dream. You see, whenever you have a goal, you gotta do something to achieve it. Right? And one of the things that I find is really dangerous with mediocrity is that we, while doing these mediocre habits, we don't even think, okay, you have goals. Don't get it wrong. You have goals. You have everything that you want to do. You have your ideal version in your mind while you're doing your mediocre habits, and then you think, oh man, I know I should, get a good body. I know I should get to the gym. I know I should study more. But you know what? Forget that. I'm just gonna watch anime right now. How sustainable is that? How long is it gonna be before you finally actually realize that you are wasting your life and that you hate that you hate your life, that you hate doing what you're doing? How long should it take you to realize that? And how ludicrous is that you need that amount of time wasted to realize that you needed something good. And all the time that you wasted could have been spent doing something way better, about serving humanity, about giving other people what the kind of information that they need. Realize this, bro. Mediocrity is a disease that plagues us. And the only people who truly get rewarded in this life are the people who don't take mediocrity, are the people who chase excellence, are the people who chase extraordinary. Anything extraordinary requires extraordinary amounts of effort. If you want to become an extraordinary individual, you got to put in an extraordinary amount of effort, and that means to get rid of mediocrity. Here's a simple call to action for you guys right now. Just watch your day. Just install web time trackers, and trackers and all the kinds. Because most of our lives we're spending on the social media and on the internet, right? So on technology, right? So you track all the amounts of time that you're wasting or doing. Just track your days for just a week, and see where you're wasting your time, and see every other mediocre habit that you need to get rid of that doesn't get you close to your goals. Now that doesn't mean that you're not gonna take rest or you're not gonna have fun in your life. Obviously you can do that. But it has to be to a certain extent. It doesn't have to be the full of your life. It just has to be a little bit thing. It's a small thing in your life. And you know what? When you actually are really passionate about the thing that you want to do, when you're actually chasing success and excellence in the field that you wanna, then that effort is actually what makes you feel good. You don't even need the mediocre stuff to feel good anymore, So track and do everything you can to find out the activities that are robbing you of your greatness, and then go and achieve success and the kind of ideal life that you've hoped for. I hope that helps.